A horrifying new MSNBC report details Donald Trump's three-part plan to dismantle the United States military. We've all heard his poor campaign promises, we're seeing his terrible cabinet picks, and now we're getting terrible rumors that all combined could mean the corroding of the entire military. Every American needs to prepare for Trump's next presidency, so be sure to stick around and leave a like and subscribe to keep bringing our latest news updates. MSNBC compiled an outline on Trump's plans to disrupt and eventually destroy the US military, and it starts with loyalty. You see, Donald Trump is mad that people in leadership positions in the US military kept preventing him from doing a lot of the terrible things last time he was president. There are reports about pretty much everything, from a planned invasion of Iran to drone strikes in Mexico against cartels. Trump literally had to be kept from going trigger happy on the entire planet. Part 1 of his plan for next year is to replace all appointed senior leadership in the military with loyalists who are personally friendly to him. Now, he claims that our top generals are too woke, but we all know that that's just his front. He plans on massive firings early on.
Are you going to fire those generals? The woke generals at the top? Because you've been talking
Yes,
about it.
I would get rid of them, yeah. But see, now I know them. I didn't know them before. I came in, what do I know? I was a New York real estate person, but no, I'd fire them. I would fire them. You can't have woke military.
Now, sitting across from Trump in that previous clip was step 2 of his plan, Pete Hegseth. Hegseth is a veteran-turned Fox News host who Trump now wants to be Secretary of Defense. And keep in mind, this is a MAGA-obsessed activist with zero experience in upper military leadership. Now, why does Trump want this guy to lead our armed forces? Because he has promised to end wokeness in the military at all costs. Hegseth claims that the armed forces are too focused on diversity, have too much bureaucracy, and that women should be removed from all combat roles in the military.
I'm straight up just saying we should not have women in combat roles. It hasn't made us more effective, hasn't made us more lethal, has made fighting more complicated. We've all served with women and they're great. It just, our institutions don't have to incentivize that in places where traditionally, not traditionally, over human history, men in those positions are more capable.
And if that all isn't crazy enough, MSNBC is now reporting on new rumors out of the Trump camp this week. Apparently, step 3 of Trump's plan is to draft executive orders that would hire a board of either retired or no longer active military personnel of his choosing to review any lower level leadership positions in the military. Now, what does this mean? Trump is planning on handpicking loyal military personnel who will be in charge of firing people that he just doesn't agree with. People who are most likely not MAGA enthusiasts will put the Constitution ahead of Donald Trump, and he does not like that. Senior appointments can be handled directly by Trump, but what we're talking about here is the cleaning of every level of the military. MSNBC calls these plans the politicization of the military. Donald Trump's whole goal here is to replace competence with MAGA extremism and loyalty. And by the way, I think it's important to mention that if you have to hire a whole team of people to fire dozens of experienced veteran generals until you find a low-ranking person who actually supports your plans, that might not be a good sign. If the most qualified people in the military think that your foreign policy is dangerous for the country, then maybe you should rethink your foreign policy, not just fire anyone who disagrees with you. Now, this story is still developing, and we will not get to see just how much Trump corrodes the leadership of the United States military until next year, but his dangerous plans for our country are being put into place daily. So if you want to keep up to date on the build-up of the next destructive presidency of Donald Trump, then please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to keep our updates coming.